needs a gentle hand wash.
Okay, so we're running it through, and there's so much soap going around. There's soap coming through some of the cracks in the, like, 'cause the doors,
I'm surprised you guys didn't get soap.
There was blue soap, there was pink soap. I mean, the whole time in the car wash, and I'm like, Mom! Oh my gosh! She can't handle it! And I'm like, Peaches, hold it together, girl! Okay, and then we get the underbelly wash, and I'm like, wow! You know, like this. So we go through the car, and then we get hit with like 6 heaters. And the windows. Yeah, TJwrangler has been wanting me to tell this story like all day.
Praise God, you guys were just off the walk already in your snow gear. Guys, let me tell you something. I'm just going to tell you guys something. If it's cold,
like, no, if it's starting to snow.
And if it's starting to snow, but if it's cold too.
Yeah.
Always have your winter stuff ready. I don't care if you're going to church. I don't care wherever you're going. If it's going to be unseasonably cold, you got to pack some boots for everybody.
Speaking of church, like, could you imagine being standing there in heels and like...
You got to pack your boots for everybody in your house and make sure everybody has a nice good coat and put a blanket in your car if you leave, especially if it's snowing out.
So, I want to tell you guys how dedicated I am to getting packages out from the Resistance Chick Shop.
So dedicated.
So, technically,
we have not had the mail pick up drop off mail for 2 days.
So, technically, I'm supposed to be able to put a package in my mailbox that's prepaid, and they're supposed to take it. So, yesterday when I had time to go to the post office, I thought, you know what, I just got these packages ready. The postman usually gets here around 3 o'clock. I'm going to put them in the mailbox. They'll pick them up.
Yeah.
So, I've got Darcy, your package was supposed to go out, and Donica Hudson's daughter's package supposed to go out. So I put them in the mailbox, and I waited, and past 5 o'clock, I can't take it to the post office because they don't have an overnight drop anymore. So I was so upset about this. I was like, if they do not come by 3 o'clock today, they didn't come at all. We did not get mail yesterday. There's no holiday.
A mailman come to our house for 2 days.
And the streets are clear, by the way. So we had just taken a walk, and it was very cold. Very, very cold.
So you're all dressed up.
I've got my snowsuit on. I've got 2 sweaters. I have an undershirt. I'm wearing 3 shirts right now. So I had this on plus another sweater, my snowsuit, my super thick socks, my snow boots, my coat,
praise God,
my scarf, my big thick winter gloves. And I told them on the walk, I said, if the mailman has not come by the time we get home, it was 3:30. I'm taking those packages to the post office. Unfortunately, we'd been waiting for this big snow that was coming today. It just started snowing, and it's sticking to the streets, and I'm like, I'm going. I'm getting in the Jeep, and I'm going.
And I was like, I'm going to go. My mom's like, no, I'll go. And I was like, okay, you go.
So Patriot Gallery and I, we drive the Jeep. Now, the Jeep is a 1999, and I love her, and her name is Peaches.
But she has been through a war zone and back.
We park her in the garage when it rains because she's got a little cough when it rains. She doesn't like it. She gets
a little cold.
No, she drives fine in the snow. So I wasn't thinking snow's going to be an issue. Patriot Gallery is looking at Peaches, and Patriot Gallery says Peaches needs a bath.
Peaches was covered in salt. Yeah.
And so I said, okay, well, I didn't want to take Peaches to your car wash.
It was down.
Because it was down, and this was my own laziness. And also, not just laziness, I thought if we're going to be washing the salt off, underbelly wash. I wasn't thinking about Peach's little cough water issue. I'm thinking car wash. I know she has problems in the rain, but I wasn't thinking.
I know better, but I didn't.
I took her to the brand new car wash up the street and paid extra.
Car washes.
I paid extra for the underbelly wash.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, this is the kind of car wash where you gotta actually talk to somebody and like you gotta swipe the thing. It's a very big deal. Okay, we're going through this car wash, and Patriot Gallery even says to me, she's like, when she came up with the idea to wash Peaches, she says, now I know we might lose some car parts. Those were her exact words. Okay, I know we might lose some car parts, but she needs a bath. So I even said that to the guy. I said, I know we might lose some car parts, but we're getting a bath. When I was giving the guy my credit card. And by the way, because my window doesn't unzip anymore, I have to open the door to give the guy my credit card.
Peaches needs a gentle hand wash.
Okay, so we're running it through, and there's so much soap going around. There's soap coming through some of the cracks in the, like, because the doors, there's a Jeep.
Surprised you guys didn't get soap.
There was blue soap. There was pink soap. I mean, the whole time in the car wash, and I'm like, Mom! Oh my gosh, she can't handle it. And I'm like, Peaches, hold it together, girl. Okay, and then we get the underbelly wash. I'm like, wow, you know, like this. So we go through the car, and then we get hit with like 6 heaters, and the windows like that because they're plastic. The windows are plastic. Okay, so we make it through, and I put it in first gear, and I'm like, good job. We won't ever do it to you again, I promise. Okay, so we pull it out, and we go down what we call Old State Route 28 Business District. It's about a mile, maybe. Okay, so we make it down there. We're driving just fine. Put it, drop it into first to make my right-hand turn. No, going real slow. Snow's coming down, pouring. We're gonna go, and all of a sudden she goes, Michelle, I can't, Michelle. She starts talking to me, and so I pull off into the median. I turn my flashers on immediately, and she's like, I'm so sorry, like that. So immediately I knew what had happened, and I was like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do it. So we killed her, and I tried to restart her, but she was trying. She was giving that effort, like when you turn it over, and she's like, I really want to go, but I can't, like that. Like, so then I called Leah and I said, Leah, I got a problem. Now, you thought that I had a wreck. How dare you? You thought I had hit some sort of embankment.
No, you said I'm in the median. And I thought that you got off in the snow. Like the slick snow pulled you off and you were like in an yeah.
I mean, I'm in the middle. I'm safe. Right? And so I'm apologizing because I know immediately Leah's going to know that it was a really bad idea to give her an underbelly wash. So
any car wash you got to do it like
at home
nicely.
Right. Well, we can't wash her at home in the winter anyway because we keep that hose.
No, but you would have to do it by hand. If I was right, you'd have to do it by hand.
Yeah. So anyway, so we call the tow truck and the tow truck comes and I can't but help. But so Peaches is an entity and she is a female. And so as I'm talking to the tow truck guy, his name was Elijah. He was so great. I'm calling her, and I'm telling him, but he, like, really wanted to see if he could get her started. And so he was like, I think I can get her started. So he gets in there, and, like, she doesn't want to start. But he's like, he literally tells me, he's like, she'll be starting in the morning. It'll be fine. So we get her towed, and we, make it off to the...
She's back in the garage.
She's back in the garage, where she's safe and sound. We haven't told the story to Matt. He's probably hearing it for the first time, face-palming, like, what were you thinking? Sorry. I didn't want to give her a bath, for the record.
But she needed one because she's rusty already.
She did.